Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jessie Barton, and today I have a 10-minute kettlebell basics workout for you today. So if you're brand new to kettlebells, this is a great place to start. But if you have a little bit of kettlebell experience, you're still gonna get a great workout in just 10 minutes. So all you need for today is one moderate weight kettlebell, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna start nice and easy with a goblet squat. So you're gonna grab your kettlebell by the horns, by either side, and then you're gonna tuck your elbows in here. You're going to turn your toes out ever so slightly, just about hip distance apart, and then we're going to take this down into a squat, squeezing the glutes, bring it back up. Are you ready? Let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So you want to think about pressing against the floor as you stand up here. You're keeping those elbows tucked in, and you're keeping that kettlebell nice and close to you. So we are working today for 40 seconds, and then we have 20 seconds of instruction and break in between. We've got 4 exercises. We're going to complete 2 rounds, and that's it. 10 seconds here. Make sure you're getting down nice and low. Final 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, up next, we're going to take this into a kettlebell row. So you're going to assume a split squat stance. Your back leg is straight, your front knee is bent. You've got a hand or an elbow on that front knee, whichever feels best here. And then with your back, your hips hinged forward, your back nice and flat, you're going to row from your front toe to your back hip and back down again. Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. You want to think about squeezing your shoulder blade at the top of this movement. So the kettlebell row is for, or any kind of row really, is for the lats, for the back. You're also going to get some tricep action in there, the back of the arm. You're going to get a little bit of a nice stretch in the shoulder and the chest as you row it up. And this is just a fantastic move overall. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Go ahead and come to the other side. Take a breather here, a quick breather. And let's get ready in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Make sure that your back is nice and flat here. Your chest is open. You're rowing from your front toe to your back hip. Very nice. Keep going. You got this. All right, we have about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, up next, we're going to take this into a kettlebell high pull. So you're going to start with a kettlebell in between your feet. You're going to step the feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Toes are going to be turned out here. You're going to bend down, squat down, keeping your chest up. Grab hold of that kettlebell. You're going to zip it up to both sides. Elbows come nice and high. Kettlebell stays under your chin. You're going to tap it back down and keep going like this, okay? Here we go in 5. Big breath in. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. So keep your chest down as you tap it down. Then you're zipping it up like you're zipping up your coat with 2 hands. Not that you would ever do that, but it makes sense. Elbows nice and high. Kettlebell stays underneath the chin. This is really a full body exercise, right? You're getting the lower body, glutes, inner thighs, hamstrings. You're getting the core because it takes a lot of effort to lift something up under the chin, and you're getting the shoulders as well. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, the final move we're going to learn today, and this is going to take a little bit of practice. That's okay. We're going to do a kettlebell swing. So for this, you're going to start with that kettlebell triangulated between your 2 feet. You're going to send your hips back like you're touching an invisible wall behind you with your butt. Your back is nice and flat, okay? So this is not a squat, right? We're sending our hips back, not down, okay? So you're gonna hinge forward, knees can be soft here, back is nice and flat. You're gonna give a nice swing through the legs and then bring that kettlebell up to chest height, that is your kettlebell swing, okay? So let's work on it. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Start with a swing through the legs, bring it up to chest height. And this is all power through the hips. Your upper body can come down as low as you need it to. And then you want to find your breath at the top. Sharp exhale. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Lower that kettlebell down. Excellent. Okay, round 1 complete. I want you to take a moment, catch your breath, and then we're going to repeat those 4 exercises, okay? Whew. All right. We love kettlebell training. And by we, I mean everybody, but I love kettlebell training because it's extremely great in terms of strength training, functional training. It's fun. You get to learn some fun new tricks like kettlebell swings and some other things that I will be putting out videos on later. But it's just a great skill to have in your back pocket. All right, let's get ready. We're going to start with those goblet squats again in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. So remember, your elbows are tucked in. You're dropping those glutes down, pressing against the floor as you stand up. And if you are a little bit breathy like I am, that's fantastic. Kettlebells can be a great cardio workout as well as strength. 15 seconds here. Make sure you're getting down nice and low. Final 5, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, catch your breath. What's up next? Pop quiz. Kettlebell row. All right, so catch your breath here. Whichever side you did first last time, I want you to switch it up, do the opposite side first this time. Okay, so go ahead, grab your kettlebell, and we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Row from your front toe to your back hip. Back is flat. Think about squeezing your shoulder blade at the top, lowering down with control. Keep breathing here. Okay, we have just about 10 seconds on this side, then we'll do a quick switch to the other side and get right into it, okay? Final 5, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. Switch to the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You got it. Let's go. And don't be surprised if one side feels completely different than the other side. We're all a little bit imbalanced. That's why we do these single arm movements, these single leg movements, so that we can help eliminate that imbalance as best we can. All right, 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Put that kettlebell down in between the feet. We're going to take this into our kettlebell high pulls, but catch your breath here for a moment, because after this, we're going right into those awesome kettlebell swings, which really get the heart rate up. Okay, get ready here in 5. Drop the hips down, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So you're zipping it up, tapping it back down, toes are nice and wide. Imagine you are squeezing everything towards the midline of the body as you bring that kettlebell up. Everything is super tight. 10 seconds here. Final 5, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. All right, final exercise of this workout. You have your kettlebell swings. Remember, you're sending the hips back, and then you're powering through with the hips. With the hips. There we go. Okay, here we go. Final round, final exercise. Let's do it. Start with the chest open. Kettlebells on the ground. Feet are hip distance apart or a little wider. Start with a swing through the legs, and we're off. Let's do it. Make sure that kettlebell stays at chest height. Touching an invisible wall behind you. Squeezing, pressing through the glutes. So you really should not feel as though you are lifting the kettlebell here. Your hips are doing all of the work. 10 seconds. Find your sharp breath. 3, 2, last one. Yes, bring that kettlebell down with control. Woo, awesome, you did it. Fantastic work. You now know 4 kettlebell exercises, okay? Full body kettlebell workout in just 10 minutes. What? Amazing. Please be sure that you save this, like and subscribe. I'm dropping new workouts absolutely every single day. My name is Jessie Barton. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you real soon.